I'm Sean Kent Hayashi with Saucon Valley Cute and Cuddly.
This is such a fun video. We've got 3 gotcha days and a wonderful Q&A session. Come along for the fun. Today is Leo's gotcha day.
Yes, down, Leo.
And I wanted to show you some of what Leo knows how to do.
Yes, touch. Yes, touch. Yes, spin. Sit. Yes. Yes, down, Leo. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Yes. Watch me. Yes, Leo. Yes. Yes, sit. Yes, down. Yes, sit, Leo. Yes, touch. Yes, spin. Yes, down, Leo. Yes.
Leo will be driving to Florida with his family when they pick him up in just a little bit.
Yes, touch. Yes, touch, Leo.
We've done all kinds of things to get Leo prepared
Yes.
for going to his new family.
Sit. Yes, down, Leo.
Leo has been enrolled in our puppy prep school program, and so you can see the evidence of that. Leo's new family enrolled him in 4 weeks of puppy prep school. Leo has very good impulse control.
Sit. Yes, down. Yes, sit. Yes, sit, Leo. Yes. Yes, spin. Yes, touch. Yes, touch, Leo.
When we train our young puppies like
Yes,
this,
touch.
we try to expose them to lots of different
Yes, sit.
experiences. Everything from different types of flooring to different types of foods and different types of people and sounds.
Yes, touch.
And we do all of that so that they think these things are normal.
Yes.
And anything that they learn about from
Yes, watch me.
4 to 6 weeks old, 4 to 8 weeks old, they just think it's normal. It doesn't stress them at all.
Yes, down.
And when you expose young puppies like this to a wide variety of experiences at very young ages, they tend to be much less stressed or anxious as they get older. So you're not seeing any stress signals right now from Leo. In fact, what you're seeing right now is a very happy dog that loves to learn. So we love to raise confident puppies, and we build their confidence through the process that we use, the step-by-step methods that we use to train them. We build their confidence so they feel really proud of themselves and they love to learn. Look at his little tail wagging. He is so alert and so desiring to please.
Yes, Leo. Yes, down.
Leo is one of Huckleberry's puppies.
Yes, down. Yes. Yes, down. Yes, down, Leo.
And at this age, Leo is able to work for,
Touch.
I would say, at least 5 minutes before losing his attention span, which is fantastic. And so doing 4 sessions a day with him, 5 minutes
Sit.
or more,
Yes.
plus going out for walks, taking him on adventures,
Yes,
all of these things are perfectly appropriate for his new family to do with him.
Yes, touch. Yes, touch. Yes, sit, Leo.
Notice when he pops his feet off of the Places bed, Brianna brings her hand back very quickly and does not allow him to get a treat. He also is getting treats intermittently here. So he has to do several things
Yes, down.
to get a treat.
Yes, spin. Yes, sit.
And sometimes he just gets an opportunity to lick the treat.
Yes, touch. Yes, sit.
The intermittent use of treats like this helps to develop a dog that will do what is asked regardless of whether you have a treat. Our goal is to get to the point where our puppies at a couple of months old are able to do all of their basic routine just because they love doing it.
Yes, sit. Yes. Good job, Leo.
Liberty has found a toy that she is so excited about. And I just want to point out that Leo has a bunch of dogs who are right here next to him, but his concentration is so fabulous that he is not distracted by the squeaky toys and the other dogs. We've been working with him almost 6 minutes now. And so we're probably starting to get to the point where his concentration is about to hit its max. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do an okay and belly rubs so that when we finish our work with him, he's still feeling really good. And he will probably take a really nice nap now. Yes, we used a lot of your mental energy, didn't we, buddy? Oh, you're such a sweet boy. Yeah, we can let you clean up all that cheese. You'll get some helpers cleaning up the cheese, though. Good job, Leo. Brianna, can you believe he's leaving today?
I know. He does so well in his puppy prep school.
He certainly does a great job, like all of our puppies.
Yes.
Right? All of our puppies just love to learn and show what they know. Good job, Leo. I've got Leo outside with me, and we're watching the contractors as they're planting the trees. We're also waiting for Leo's family to arrive for his Gotcha Day experience. Look who has just arrived and what they are wearing. Oh my goodness. Hello, I'm so excited to meet you. They have on their Leo t-shirts, and there is your new little boy. What do you think?
Oh, he's adorable.
God.
Such a sweet thing.
He's adorable. Hi, little man.
Yeah.
Hi.
He is just calm and relaxed, and he loves to learn.
Yes.
Oh, yes. We'll come inside
Okay.
and we'll show you around a little bit. Wow, you are so thoughtful. My goodness, they walk in the door and they come bearing gifts. Look at this. They created a t-shirt for me, SVCC Mini Schnauzers, and they brought me a teapot that will do the flower tea blooms with these flowers, as well as some snacks. Look at this. Oh my goodness, cookies. Oh, wow. You are so thoughtful. How nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I offered them a cup of tea, but they said no, they wanted water. All right. Well, you were just saying he's smaller than you thought he was going to be.
Yes, they look so big on your videos. And I asked him before we came, I said, how big do you think Leo is? And he said with his arm, put this arm out. He said right here. Look, he's longer. He's a little bigger. Watch how you hold him.
Yeah.
But Leo, this traditional Schnauzer cut is gorgeous.
Yeah, Anne does a very good job, doesn't she?
You guys do a
We
great
really
job.
went back and forth between the bear and this,
Yeah.
and we went with this, and he just turned out so much better than we envisioned, really.
Oh, that's
Really
great.
cut.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Now we have to find a great groomer back home.
Yes.
So we're going to have to ask around.
Well, you live in Florida, right?
Yes.
And remind me the town?
Venice, Florida.
Okay.
Just south of Sarasota.
Now, as people are watching this video, if they know really good groomer, put them in the comments below.
Yes.
And we would be really grateful for your suggestions.
More so Venice, Florida. Fort Myers is about an hour south of us.
Oh, okay. So Venice. We need
Venice
to-
or Sarasota.
All right,
Yes.
Sarasota, lovely. Okay, well, let's go sit down and then we can answer your questions because I know you've got lots of them for me. So you just said you love lap dogs, and there is not a lap that they don't like. That is absolutely right. Yes, yes. Well, I know you've got a long drive ahead of you going back to Florida, and you have some questions about that. Happy to respond to or try to answer any questions that you have.
Perfect. First one would be, since we're driving far, we're going to drive about 10 hours before we take a break. What do you suggest as far as how often should we stop to have him relieve himself, we did bring some pee pads as well, because I'm hesitant about putting the dog down in the grass area where we stop.
Yes, I love that you're hesitant about putting him down in the grass area where you stop. I'm going to show you. I am probably the only person who could give you a used potty pad, and you would be happy about it.
Absolutely.
These are the kinds of potty pads that he has been doing his business on. And what I'm going to have you do is, when you hear him in the car, like right now he's in your lap and he's super calm. Most of the car ride, he's going to be in your lap, super calm. Tonight, when you're sleeping in the hotel or when you're in the car and you hear him make a very gentle little squeaky noise, like that, he's saying, I would like to go potty. And you can put a potty pad like this one, or the ones that you mentioned that you have, down on the floorboard of your car and let him go potty on the potty pad.
Oh, yeah.
Even better.
He is used to doing that. All right, now let's say that you go to a public restroom somewhere. What I would encourage you to do in that public restroom is go to the corner of the restroom. So let's say this was a wall right here that I'm outlining. You're going to put the potty pad in the corner. There's a wall there.
Okay.
You're standing here.
Got it.
You put him down on the potty pad, and he does his business.
Wow.
And then you pick him up and go about your travels. Now, I'm going to give you a little collar with a bell on it. So this little collar, you get on Gotcha Day with a little bell. So if you're taking him out and putting him in a public place somewhere, I would put the little bell collar on him first. He is not used to this little bell collar being on him. He's used to having a collar on. He's had a collar on before, but not a bell collar. And so what will happen is he will be a little nervous about having that bell on, which will cause him to want to check in with you. But you will also be able to hear exactly where he is if for some reason he does a little bit of a dart on you. So you're in a private bathroom, the door is closed, and you've got the wall, the potty pad in the middle. He's got this on because you were getting him out of the car, and now you're going to put him on this. He will likely go immediately.
So when I take him into, let's say, the ladies' room, normally the handicap stalls are bigger with the wall you mentioned. He's used to a leash?
He is not used to a
Not
leash.
yet, okay.
You may put a leash on this clip here if
Okay.
you would like to,
Got it.
but we have not gotten to leash training in his work yet. We build up to leash training,
Okay.
and we're not there yet at his age. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But you are going to be able to watch this video and see how far he's come and what all he can do. But I encourage you to carry him to the spot where you want him to go to the bathroom and put him down in that spot. And then when he goes, you're going to say, yes, potty, yes, 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 potty, so that he learns that potty is the word, or whatever word you want to use. You don't have to use my words. Use whatever word you two agree on.
No, I want to be consistent. We've been following what you say to them. So is it the same if we're in a hotel? Put that in the bathroom? Do you suggest in the shower?
So in the hotel, if you have a walk-in shower that doesn't have a lip on it, then you could certainly do that. But otherwise, I would just put the potty pad next to the toilet.
Okay.
And in the hotel, he can have free run, in essence, in the bathroom. You close the door and he can have free run. He would have a little bowl of water. I have a little water. I have this little pop-up water bowl for you that's great for traveling, and you will be able to use it in the hotel. So you'll fill this up with water tonight in the hotel and let him drink as much as he wants to.
Okay.
And there's a little squeak. You just asked me about when is it safe to put him on the ground. And the reality is I bought him an amazing immune system. So the monoclonal antibodies to parvo cause us to know that he's not going to have a problem with the scariest thing that dogs get. So the secondary kind of thing is not wanting him to get worms, giardia, something like that, if we can avoid it. But it's not a life or a death thing like the other issue that I just mentioned. Parvo is the one that is the super scary one. And so you're not going to have to worry about that. But back to your question, when can you put him on the ground? Well, in your yard at home, are there lots of wild animals that are in your yard at home?
We have a few alligators.
We have a lake behind us, which is alligator. We're not planning on him going out there unattended.
He will not be in the backyard.
Yes.
We'll take him to the front.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. I don't know if you saw the little Skylar video recently where Skylar went to Florida and her mom Joyce sent that really adorable little video where Skylar was talking, and she said that Skylar was talking to her mom and explained that she had to make sure she knew she was not a guard dog. She was for being cute and cuddly and sitting in the lap, but not a Florida guard dog. So you're saying you've already recognized Leo will not be in the backyard. He will not be exposed to that, but he might be in the front yard sometimes. Yeah. And as long as you don't have, I'll think of it as sort of wild animals that could race out and attack him, as long as you don't have other large dogs that the breed of that dog is trained to get vermin, little animals. So you want to stay away from that. But other than that, you could certainly have him in your front yard with you. Yes. And you can go ahead and start that now.
Okay. Well, our daughter has a 6-pound toy poodle that we watch quite frequently. So we know a lot of that. We make sure that if big dogs come around, we pick the dog up.
Great. That is a really important tip. If you see a big dog coming, you pick your little dog up, and you're not sending the dog fear signals. Instead, the message in your own mind is, I'm the pack leader. I've got you. I can handle this. You don't have to be afraid because I'm the pack leader and I'm doing my job to take care of you. So that's the message. That's the energy, the vibration you want to send to your puppy when you pick it up, when you see another dog coming like that, instead of sending the dog an I'm afraid energy. Good.
And we do scan and try to be observant, make sure there's no large birds of prey flying around. Because just like that poodle, they could pick that poodle up and be gone in a heartbeat. So we have some experience with dealing with really small dogs.
Nice.
I would say our daughter trained us well.
Yes.
She really has. Our grand dog, she has taught us so much, and you reinforce it. When we watch your videos, we talk and we say, wow, Alexis was right. She even tells us, be careful with the asphalt, you burn their pads and things like that. So we're very familiar. We're excited for Leo.
Yes.
And it's funny because my daughter had her dog, Rowan, watching one of your videos that Leo was in. So he's sitting in front of, she sends a video, he's sitting in front of the laptop watching that video.
Your video.
Oh, that's so cute. Grand dog.
Yes.
Already has seen Leo and will probably be very excited to play with Leo. Any questions about introducing them?
Yes, I was going to ask you, when we visit her, probably in the spring, what's the best way to introduce them?
So the best way to introduce a dog, and speaking of introductions, Brianna just walked in the room. Hi, Brianna. Brianna's been downstairs working with the puppies, and so that was perfect timing, wasn't it, on introductions?
You do a great job at that.
Yeah. So dogs have something very equivalent to the handshake. When you and I met, you walked up to me, you extended your hand, and we shook hands and said hello, right? And the dog equivalent of that is not something that human beings can relate to at all. You already know what I'm going to say. Dogs put their nose right into another dog's bum. This gives them lots of information about that dog. It tells them what gender, it tells them all sorts of things, and they just know it from scent. And so when your dog does that, don't scold them. That's a very friendly greeting for dogs. Now, what I do when I'm introducing two dogs to each other, let's imagine for a moment a road with a sidewalk on either side of the road. If there's not a sidewalk on either side of the road, just get on the opposite sides of the road. And you might be carrying or walking Leo on a leash if he's learned to do that, right? But you could either carry him or he could be on the leash and you're walking on one side of the road. Your other dog that you're introducing Leo to is on the opposite side of the road, walking in the same direction that you are. And I would say go about a city block like that. Now you're saying, why? Well, they're smelling each other. Dogs are all about scent. And so they're getting comfortable with each other's scent, and they're also getting comfortable with the fact that that's a calm dog. That other dog isn't hyper, that other dog isn't barking at me. Leo's so well trained that he's not going to be barky at other dogs like that, and vice versa. So maybe you've gone about a block, and now you start to just gently weave to meet in perhaps the center of the street, but you keep moving. Don't stop. Keep moving forward. You want their first interactions with each other to be very pleasant. And so being out for a walk is something certainly pleasant for them. He's enjoying his walk. And now they're just walking side by side, or you are on one side with your dog and your daughter is on another side with her dog, and you walk for maybe another block like that, just moving forward. Don't stop, just keep going. And then you can have them do the traditional dog greeting, butt to nose greeting, and you can let them both do that. Now, what I often do if I've got a little puppy meeting a bigger dog, I will take the little puppy and I will hold the little puppy so it's facing me and the bum of that puppy is facing the dog. I let the bigger dog sniff the backside of the little one. Then I have whoever's handling the larger dog turn that dog around, pet its head, and now I let the puppy smell the bum of the bigger dog. And then we just pull them apart for a few, probably minutes, and just have them be calm in the room together. Another way you can do this is if you have multiple areas that you could set up like a playpen and have them be in separate spaces, but able to interact with each other through a playpen gate. You might have them do that for a day or two before you let them just free play together. But these are all tips on helping a dog overcome the stress of meeting a new dog in a graceful way that, again, you're projecting the whole time. Your energy is, I'm the pack leader. This is a safe environment. I'll make sure I step in if there's any issue. Oh, there's another piece of this too that's very important. Puppies, like my dog's downstairs, perhaps you've seen me talk about when I put a dog into the puppy playpen, if the dog has been gone even an hour, they reestablish pack leadership. And so you pick one of them up, you take it to groom it in the grooming salon. It's in our grooming area for an hour. You put it back in the puppy playpen. There's the whole hierarchy getting established again. And so I'm sharing this with you because you want to give them at least 3 minutes to work through that. Sometimes it can sound like it's very assertive. There may be some noises going on associated with who is the pack leader here. Don't be too concerned about that. Let them work it out. I have heard people say things like, oh my gosh, I can't let my dog be around my so-and-so's dog, daughters, sons, mothers, whatever, because that dog is so aggressive. Well, what happens is in the first few seconds that they are re-engaging with each other, there could be some noisy assertion, I'm the pack leader, this is my house. And then the other dog has to say, yes, okay, you can be the pack leader. And that could look like they lay on their back. It could look like they lay down or bow in front of the other dog. But they work that out.
So, listening how those introductions occur, so if the dog is coming to your house for the first time, would you listening to your instructions is when our daughter visits us, we could do the same thing when they enter the house, turn Leo around, let our daughter's dog sniff Leo, do the same thing, in the house?
Start out outside first.
Outside.
You want to be in a neutral space
Okay.
so that nobody is being territorial.
Oh, okay.
So Leo will be your only dog, right?
Yes.
And so when you feed him, hand feed him sometimes, put your hand in his dog bowl while he's eating sometimes, get him used to sharing toys, sharing bowls. You don't want him to be a hoarder or aggressive about protecting his bowl from visitors. Yeah, so you might even have, if you have a young child, come over to be at your house for a little bit, get one of your neighborhood kids to come over, get them to sit next to his bowl while he's eating, while he's really young, so that he thinks this is just completely normal, that another person, another dog would be touching my food, interacting in my water bowl. These kinds of things help prevent them from getting territorial.
Very good point.
Which raises another approach, which you were talking about. Now Leo's 4 months old. Right now you put the food down all day. Do you do that throughout their lives, or when they become a certain point in time that you switch them to just feeding them 2 or 3 times a year, structured feeding time?
Sure. As your only dog, you may do whatever you would like to do with him. My recommendation is that you feed him, I would say, at least once in the morning and once in the late afternoon. You can go ahead now and start picking the food up at maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. He still would have access to water throughout the evening. And then what time do you like to go to bed?
Oh, probably 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Okay. So again, I would probably pick the food up 3 hours, let's say, before you go to bed, 3-4 hours, something like that. And then when he wakes up in the morning, use that energy that he has, that I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat. Use that energy to do his training sessions with him. So you can see right over here, we have a places bed and we have our ball. Lure him up onto the places bed, get him to do the routine that you haven't seen it yet, but it will have come earlier in this video. You will see exactly what he already knows how to do. So yeah, sit, spin, down, touch, watch me. And so he's got a really good foundation. You want to keep doing those things with him using his morning meal. So his morning meal, you're going to have him work for, and you're going to use your hands to feed much of that to him. Okay. Now, if you're able to, I think you've already told me that you are. You could do a lunchtime routine with him. You could do a later afternoon. You could do a before bed routine with him. So he's getting 4 sessions like that each day, and you're building on to them. That would be fabulous for him. But you can also evolve it to the point where you're putting the food down in the morning and you're putting the food down late afternoon, and that's it. Those are the 2 times that he gets fed. And then when you're doing obedience work, or if you wanted to do something like agility or rally or something really fun with him, you could do that. Yeah, there he is. He went down for a little bit to have a fun playtime with his siblings because he was making some squeaky noises that told us maybe he needed a potty break.
Kiss over here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, kisses already, Daddy.
I mentioned to my husband, gosh, I wish I lived close to Sean. I would volunteer all my time to play with those adorable puppies. You have a dream job.
I do. It's so much fun.
And sometimes when I'm going off to do my coaching work and I'm leaving Brianna down to work with the puppies, I say to her, you have my dream job, Brianna.
Really? You do. You do. Because not only they're gorgeous puppies, they're so well behaved, socialized, and it amazes us how quiet it is down there.
Yeah.
So, all of that has to do with the way a dog is conditioned from birth. So what we do from 2 days old to 8 weeks old, or in this case, 4 months old, it makes all the difference in the world. And frankly, it's just like children, right? How they're conditioned when they're very young affects the rest of their life.
Well, it's funny you say that because we have friends and relatives that to us, don't they have Schnauzer breeders in Florida? Why would you go all the way to Pennsylvania? And my husband and I would tell our friends and family, because there's only one type of breeder like Sean. All the others, they're good breeders out there, I'm sure. But the way you raise these puppies and your transparency of showing people, especially us fur baby owners, we get to see the babies born, the puppies born, we see them play and interact. You don't get that
We
to
see
many
how well
breeders.
they're cared for.
Yes.
And that, I know I'm getting a well-adjusted dog, where sometimes with breeders, all you know is
It's a number.
it's a number. You don't know that they've had that kind of tender care. I mean, I was very amazed when you gave them the colossum,
Yeah.
you know, at early at birth to help them out. So all these things you're just,
DNA testing, the traits.
Yeah, you're
There's
talking
not many
about-
breeders that do this.
you're talking about a high level quality. I hate to call the dog a product, but yeah, I think you have to understand what I'm saying. So yeah, that's really what, for us, once we decided, because originally we were looking at poodles, once we started looking at these little schnauzers, there really was just only one breeder for us, and that was you.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we
thank you
watched
so
every
much.
video.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your sharing all of that.
Well, it's true. I told him, I said, this is unbelievable. We would drive, be honest, women especially, we'll drive anywhere for our hairstylist, wouldn't we? I said, what's 2,200 miles to go for the dog you want?
So we wrapped up a lot of things. We wrapped up a golf tournament, visited with the family,
Yes,
and picked up the dog. So
it's-
we worked a lot into this trip.
Oh, that's great.
One of the other questions too was about the dry dog food. That's right. Now, at what point do we transition him off that puppy food to the other?
This is the Origin puppy food. And you were asking me, when do we transition from the Origin puppy food to the Origin adult 6 fish food? And my dogs tend to be at their full grown rate, somewhere around 9-10 months. And so you could transition him from puppy food to full grown adult food somewhere between 10 and 12 months.
Okay. With the puppy food, we also got the Origin puppy canned food. So starting off, is it okay to mix how much of the soft food with the hard food?
I'm so glad you're asking. So the next couple of days as you're traveling home, you're going to be able to put the kibble, the hard kibble, in your hand, and you'll be hand feeding him with the hard kibble. Once you get home, you can start to weave some of the canned food into a handful of the kibble and use that as your training lure. But you can also put it in a bowl and let him eat it. Whatever he doesn't eat in, say, the hour or so that it's out, put some saran wrap, whatever plastic wrap you like, on it, and then you'll be able to put it in the refrigerator. So once the can of food has been opened, it needs to be covered. Yeah.
Watching many of your videos, and I watch how you expose these puppies to different textures of food, and you make homemade stews for them. I was always curious, and I even asked my husband, I said, I wonder if that really, do they have digestive changes when they're going to all these different foods? Is that something I need to worry about? That he's used to what he's been eating here, and now he's going to me, that I'm going to feed him the hard kibble?
Oh, what a great question. Now, he has been eating that Origin puppy food hard kibble. So he has had access to that since he was 4 weeks old.
Oh, okay.
That's right. But you are correct. We do intentionally expose all of our dogs, our little puppies, to lots of different protein sources. And we do that in part because we want them to have a really great gut microbiome so that when they go to your home, it almost doesn't matter what you feed them. They've already been exposed to it while they were little. Now, I do tend to stay away from chicken because I have a dog, Liberty, who is allergic to chicken. But in that food, the Origin puppy food, that does have some chicken in it. So he has been exposed to that. But when I make my own stews and stuff, I just stay away from the chicken products because I can't feed that to Liberty.
Okay.
But yes, you are correct. I like to expose them to salmon and venison and buffalo and pork, all sorts of things, so that their gut microbiome is already adjusted to those and they won't have allergic reactions then. Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with if he's on the hard kibble, that if I buy a salmon and make it with no seasoning, none of that, kind of how you make it, that I can sprinkle some of that in his hard food? And
Please do.
Okay.
Please do that. And please use some salmon as treats. Say, oh yeah, please use salmon to lure me where you want me to go. Okay. He will love that. You just asked me about treats and what we use for lures, and we really like single ingredient. So salmon, beef, we like single ingredient treats. Okay. You can make them yourself or you can buy them. We use really good quality cheese, like this one, for example. And so what we'll do is we'll take a little chunk of that, we'll chop it up really good, so it's little tiny pieces. And he's at the point now where he gets intermittent rewards. He doesn't get a treat every time he does something. So this is another example of another one that we will use. We don't use any, I'll call it like overly processed cheeses, you know, like you wouldn't be opening a slice and taking off the plastic wrap. Don't do those for your doggy. So your question about, hey, is it confusing for a dog to train them to go on both a pee pad as well as outside? And I would say the answer to that is, it's a great thing to train them to do both. So whenever he goes potty, you're going to say, yes, potty, yes, potty, when he's going on the potty pad or when he's going in the grass or the spot you really want him to go into. When you first take him home and you take him out into the grass, under the tree where you really want him to go, take a potty pad there and lay it there so that he realizes this is where I'm supposed to do my business, because he has only been doing his business on a potty pad for at least a month. So sometimes people will get a dog from me and they will take the dog outside into the grass. The dog will not do its business. It waits until it comes back in to get onto the potty pad. And this is why you got to reward him when he's going on the potty pad outside. Yes, potty. Now you can also take a rag, I don't know, an old cleaning rag or something, get some of his pee on that rag and put that rag where you want him to go outside. That will also, because he needs to smell the scent of pee that will cause him to say, this is my spot. And if you regularly pick him up, take him outside, take him right to the spot where you want him to go, stand only there, let him do his business, pick him back up and bring him inside, he'll know that when he gets to that spot, that's where he goes. But you've got to do it over and over for a while until it gets so habituated. It's just a total conditioned habit then.
Okay. Right, just like the constant training that you do 4 times a day. Yeah, it's just a matter of a lot of repetition.
And Schnauzers are so
Equivalent
intelligent.
to our memory muscle memory.
Yes, that's exactly right. All right, so they just shared with Jim that they are also golfers. And so while I know you're planning to spend most of your time with your dog, there will be times where you're out on the golf course and not spending time with the dog. What happens to the dog? In other words, you were saying, hey, what do we do when we need to be away for a little bit? And the first thing we want to do is we want to very slowly build him up to the understanding that you're not always going to be in the room with him. So first, when you take a shower, take him into the bathroom with you. He will be in the bathroom, you will be in the shower, the door will be closed. He can't get to you, but he can see you. So first we're starting like that. We're conditioning him slowly. He'll have some toys, something to play with. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have him playing. He's doing something, he's entertaining himself. And now you're going to walk into another room. You're going to leave him for just a little bit and then come back. I did a video recently in which I was showing myself walking around a store, and I had the dogs in the stroller. and I would stroll them into one part of the store, and then I would leave them there for a few moments, and I'd go into another part of the store where they couldn't see me. It's that same sort of thing. You're giving them something to play with, something that's interesting to him, but he can't see you, and you come back a few minutes later. And when I say a few minutes, you know, you first start off with it being 30 seconds, and then it's a minute or two, and then it's a minute or two after that, and you're just building up to him getting very comfortable with you not necessarily being there. Please never pick a puppy that is yapping, crying. Please don't pick them up from a puppy playpen or the space where you're keeping them. Okay. Right? You will want to have a puppy playpen, like the bathroom. Okay. Your master bathroom could be your puppy playpen. And if he's howling or he's making noises, he does not get picked up. The only time he gets picked up is when he's calm and relaxed. Now, you could go sit down next to the gate. So he might be behind a gate. He's in the bathroom, you're on the other side of the gate, and you might sit there until he calms down. You can talk to him, you could interact with him, you can put your hand through the gate and pet him, but once he's calmed down, that's when he gets picked up and can move around with you. So you're not rewarding. You never want to reward a dog for bad behavior. And so often people reward dogs for bad behavior, and then they can't understand why their older dog is so noisy, yippy, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
Very true.
So the bathroom area is okay once we transition him slowly. That we're going to be gone, put some toys in there, a pee pad, and go that route.
That's correct. And if you have a laptop that you can put on the other side of the gate that has SVCC Toys Schnauzers YouTube channel playing yeah. so that he can hear it, he will love that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Okay. People tell me regularly that when they turn that on, the dogs get very calm and relaxed because that's what they've been hearing all their life.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Yes.
You want me to show that video?
Yeah, I'll show her. We'll show you the video of our daughter's dog watching your SVCC YouTube, and he's like this watching the whole thing.
Oh, how cute. Yes. Well, I regularly hear that dogs love watching our channel, yes. and I promise you Leo will also enjoy it. And when you are gone from home, you turn that on in the background, and he will feel like he's at home because he will hear what he's used to hearing. Yeah.
Well, we're going to try that.
Great.
Good boy.
It's that time. We're wrapping up our Gotcha Day experience. Oh, yes.
Thank you both very, very much.
Oh, for sure. Thank you
so much.
I am so happy for you, and I am just so grateful for the way in which you've communicated with me and connected with me all along in this adventure of getting you your beloved little boy here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Such a sweet feeling.
Yes.
Guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
He
you.
was looking at his photo.
I know, this is photo.
I know. It's like going, hey, that looks like me.
Today, Ginger's puppies turned 8 weeks old, and we have 2 Gotcha Days. The twins are going to their new homes. 3 Gotcha Days in one day. First Leo and then Bandit. So that's right, yes, 2 dogs here named Leo had Gotcha Days on the same day. So here we are on Gotcha Day for little Mr. Leo, one of the boys I call the twins. Little brown-nosed, green-eyed, adorable little Leo the lion, right? Yes. Yeah.
We're so excited. Yeah, we are.
And Isabel, I heard you say when you saw him, first thing you said was, oh my goodness, I knew he was tiny, but he's even tinier than he shows up.
Tiny, yes.
Yeah. And of course, you have been here before, so you've seen him. But yep, he's a tiny little guy. Yeah, say I'm a sweet boy.
You are.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get you home.
Well, any questions, comments, anything you want to share?
This process has been amazing.
It
I just
has,
want to
yeah.
share that. And he is just, we are so excited to get him home, right? And get you used to your new home.
Well, welcome to the SVCC Toy Schnauzers family. Yeah. We look forward to pictures and stories
we'll
about
be
what
sending
he's
a
up
lot.
to. Good.
Keep you posted. Right?
All right, please do. Well, we've talked through the details of our Gotcha Day stuff here, And she's got what she needs, so we are in good shape. This is the first of 3 gotcha days today. Yeah. So his little twin is up next. And then the other Leo, the black party Leo, is also got a gotcha day today. So
Get rid of 2 Leos in one day.
that's right. Big day for these little 8-week-old Schnauzer puppies. All right. Well, I send you off with love and blessings.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for all your help. We appreciate it.
Happy to do so. The 2 Leos will be living in Florida. One in Naples and the other one sounds like near Venice, Sarasota area. If you enjoyed this video, the Q&A style, notice the community tab right here. Click on the community tab on the SVCC Toy Schnauzers channel, and you will discover an invitation to attend a live Q&A session on Sunday, October 20th at 12 noon Eastern Time. You'll find details here, and you'll get to see this adorable picture of Jasper.